So we are really close to releasing our direct bookings next month. And by popular demand, I'm going to give you a quick sneak peek on what you can expect. So here I'm sharing my screen with Booklee. The very first thing is to understand there's going to be two parts of Booklee. The first one is going to be website or page building. And the second one is going to be the direct bookings themselves. So the management of direct bookings and setting them up. So for the first part of building your page or website for your properties or property, it's going to stay the same. So here you can see the same old Booklee, and the procedure is going to stay the same. So drag and drop builder for your page, right? Here I have built a preset page for us to kind of give you a demo of direct bookings. So the page building is a separate part and it's going to stay the same. So now let's jump into the second part of the direct bookings and how to set them up. So here at the top you can see immediately there's going to be two tabs available for you: bookings, under which you can manage your bookings, and properties. So if you would want to set up a direct booking, you would go here to the properties tab, add properties, and then connect direct bookings to them. So let me show you how to do that. So for starters, you wouldn't have any properties here, so you would need to add a new property. So let me do that. Click on add property. If you do not want to do any direct bookings, so this is the simple kind of editor of properties. You would go through these tabs here on the left and fill in all the required information, and you're set in literally like 7 minutes. But if you want to have direct bookings, you would click here on the right hand side, switch to advanced mode. And once you do that, you can see that there's a bunch of new tabs available to you. And let's go through all of them. Once we have completed them, we're gonna turn on direct bookings for our property. Since I'm doing this demo for a Italy villa, so I'm just gonna do my property name as Italy villa. I'm gonna choose, so let's say it sleeps 5 people and say there are 3 bedrooms. And yeah, just, I don't know, description. So here also we are adding some features that you can edit the text. As previously, you wouldn't be able to change essentially like the size of your fonts, like headings, and then adding bold text or italic text. Now you can do that, as well as lists and numbered lists. That's that. So quickly, let's move on to the photos. So this is straightforward again. You would just add photos of your property here, and the same old feature that we have on Booklee to import all of your photos from an existing listing is going to be available to you here as well. So you don't have to spend, I don't know, like 10 minutes or 15 minutes just to upload the photos. You would just drop in your Airbnb or Vrbo link into here, and in a matter of seconds, all of your photos from an already existing listing are going to be pulled into your direct booking site. So moving on to booking links. This is where you would add additional options for a guest to book. So if I wanted to also provide to my guests an ability to book on an Airbnb, I would just add an Airbnb and paste in here my Airbnb listing link. And the same for, I don't know, Booking.com, just as a trust factor, just highlighting my guests that I'm also listed on Airbnb, Booking.com, that I'm a real and trustable host, right? And here, as it was on this old Booklee, you would type in your kind of promotional text, why you would promote your guests to do direct bookings. So here, as a rule of thumb, we can do save up to, I don't know, 10% or something like that. And Booking Direct. Sorry. So this text is going to be displayed once your guests wanna book your property, and this is going to be like a small nudge to them why they should book direct with you. So let's move on to the location. So here it is pretty similar to as on all of the other OTAs. Bubble thingy on the map. Let's just choose something at random on Italy, Barcelona, just to illustrate you how that works. So you see the bubble kind of moves automatically. It just displays the map where your property is located for your guests to understand. And self-explanatory, just fill in these text boxes with your address of your properties. Rooms, yes, self-explanatory once again. I just add type of my property, so we are building the direct booking set for my villa, property size, and then I can add how many bathrooms I have, how many living rooms I have, kitchens, and then add beds to each of the separate rooms to let my guests know essentially how many people can fit and sleep on my property, right? So that's self-explanatory here. Amenities, super straightforward. Once again, you would just choose the amenities you provide on your properties simply by clicking the options here, and there's a bunch of them. Just click through them and then choose the ones that you have and are essentially providing to your guests. So here you're gonna have your own Booklee Direct calendar. Sorry to interrupt, I just wanted to quickly elaborate on your Booklee calendar that you're gonna get. So you will have the availability to sync it with your other OTA listings. And all of the availability is going to be automatic. So there wouldn't be any manual work for you to essentially adjust your availability and close the dates. It's all going to be automatic. And how is that going to work? You would need to export your Booklee Direct calendar iCal address into your OTA listings and do it vice versa. So you would take your Airbnb and Vrbo or Booking.com or other OTA iCal address and paste it into your Booklee calendar. And once you have done that, essentially all of the calendars are going to be synced up, and it's essentially they're going to share availability all across, and it's going to be automatic, and you wouldn't need to have to do any manual stuff. But don't worry, I know it sounds a bit perhaps scary or too much of a detail there, but don't worry. I'm going to create a separate video on that and show you how to do that. It's really simple. But I just wanted to quickly clarify that, and go ahead with the rest of the video. See ya. You can sync it up with your other OTA listings via simple iCal. I'm gonna create a separate video on how to do that, so it's straightforward for you. But for now, you would just click import and paste in the iCal address of your OTA listing, and you can give it a name of something like, I don't know, Airbnb iCal, so you later on can remember what you did here. Again, simple things. You would add here the check-in, check-out times, the booking window for your property, and you can even export your Booklee Direct calendar so you can sync it up with other calendars you have elsewhere. Rates, simple rate management, currencies here. What you would do, you would set up your base rate, and it immediately sets your base throughout the whole week, year, month of your bookings. And if you want to change specific days, I don't know, on weekends you want to have your property a bit say expensive, so you would do it here. So say that on Saturdays and Sundays your property per night is $50 more expensive than on weekdays. And we have other cool features such as adding pricing periods. So if there's like a festival coming or a specific, I don't know, season or summer season, you want to essentially do price discrimination strategy, you can do that by setting a custom range here and then saying that on this range I want to have my price double. So this is how you would do that. But don't worry, I'm gonna create a bunch of separate videos of showing how you can do essentially this in much more detail. I'm just showing you the capabilities of Booklee Direct and what you can expect. And another feature here that you can press discriminate on extra guests coming. Say on the fourth guest coming, you can charge an extra $20. Play around with it. And the last tab here, the payments. So essentially here, what you can do, you set up your payment policy, your own cancellation policy. It's custom, it's flexible. You do essentially what you want with it, right? Because it's direct bookings. And for payment schedule, you can choose from two options. If you want to receive the whole money already up front, you would choose one payment, or if you want to receive the booking value in two separate payments, you would choose two payments and say that I want to receive 30% of the booking value up front and the second payment 10 days before arrival, right? That's how that works. And in Booklee would also generate immediately the payment policy that you are essentially building for your direct booking site here. And for refund cancellation policy, as I said, it's custom. You can do essentially what you want with it here. You can disable or enable first payment refund and then say what is the time frame within which your guests need to cancel for them to be refunded. And once we have filled in these fields, I'm just gonna put in some random number here, just illustrate it. What we do, we say direct bookings enabled here, And that's pretty much it. So let me close this. And yeah, you can now see that we've added and created a property for the booking site. And if we go back now to the page we built, and under this property block here, if we click it, and now we can select the property we created. So Italy Villa. I select it, and you can see now that on the right hand side, yes, here it is. My property that I just created is displayed here on my live direct booking site. And once guests click book here, let me show you that. So voila, these are the options that they see. So this, if you remember, we created this small nudge for them to book directly, and we also added the OTA options as a trust building factor for them here. And once they click book direct, it is a simple checkout here, right? They choose the dates they want to do. So I don't know, let me choose some random dates and display it, how it works. Yes, they choose the dates, they say how many guests are coming, and yeah, all of the stuff is going to be calculated here. They will leave their details. The cancellation policy we just created is displayed for them here, and they proceed to payment, and it's a Stripe checkout, and you receive the money directly into your pocket without any middlemen and super massive large commissions from Airbnbs and booking.coms of the world. Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's how Booklee Direct Bookings is gonna look like, more or less. Keep in mind that this is still a very raw version of Booklee Direct. There's a lot of stuff that's gonna change in the future, but this is kind of raw, as I said, vision, what you can expect in March direct booking release from Booklee. Yeah, that's it for me. See ya. If you have any questions, my inbox is free and open. Shoot me an email. I'm gonna see how can I help. That's it. See ya. Bye bye.